So we are back, ready to get underway here. The North Queensland Tropical Cyclones and the Sydney Mets Men's Opens. We're joined by Paul Sphere in commentary. I'm Adam Collins and Paul Sphere here. The Women's Opens New South Wales coach. Long history with the Sydney Mets, mate. Give us some insight as we get underway.
Oh, mate, Mets. It's good to see Tony Trad back coaching after 20 years. And, yep, most of our players have come back, being the Mets regional director. So, yeah, it's good to see. We're back.
How's he going to go without you, mate? You've propped him up for years, Tony Trad.
Yeah, Mick Moose's trying to fill in my role, so I've actually put all the weight on Mick Moose's shoulders to carry Tony Trad.
Big shoes to fill, mate. Okay, here we go. Goody, Nicholas Good.
They actually just dropped the ball over the try line, the NQ boys, yeah.
An opportunity for the North Queensland team there. But now the Mets roll forward up over the halfway line.
Yep, this is their game, Adam. The 1%ers and a good strike dump here. And
Costello gets it down for Good. Good goes short. Dropped the ball over the line there again, but I think the referee was signaling the touch had been made. There was a nice touch by Nicholas Barakat. Seamus Edwards there, just looking at the wrong team sheet.
Yep. I think if Mets win this, I think they get first spot.
Okay, so they'll be working hard here. They want to finish on top of their pool. Nice metres for the Cyclones. So we see here just a rolling defence from the Mets.
No, they'll be told to go up. They'll be in, going out, forcing the long ball. That's the Mets.
So defense. Hitting that 7 metres, staying static or bouncing forward, trying to shut down as many metres as they can.
Correct, yes.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that one. But the roll on there for the Cyclones was good. Off their own line. Good ball movement there. Extra metres. Good driving towards the sub-box. Mataluzzo Masachi there comes in off the wing to help out. Into half, but unfortunately the ball goes to ground. It was Josh Moffat just losing control of that one.
He's come over from Central Coast. Great acquisition to the Mets team.
Yeah, we talked about him in the early game. Nice shutdown from Mads there. Coming in off the wing. Experienced winger, mate. Very important to have people like that on the edges for the Mets team.
Correct. He's an Australian New South Wales current winger for both. So. And still he made the Aussie men's team.
Long ball taken there. Gets himself into position to take that intercept. We'll keep an eye on Mads throughout the tournament. As they roll forward once again. Masachi into half. The Rappers go around. They load up there on that long open side. Turns the ball back in now. Good drive forward. Is that Barakat? I can't see the number there.
That's Nicholas. He's the middle. Nick is the middle and Chris is the link. Still can't tell them apart.
Just the white numbers from our position are hard to see on the striped outfits of the Mets. But nice work there. Finishing the set deep down in the opposition half. That's where you want to be. And cutting down their opportunities to get to their sub-box there. Just gets away from Shooty there coming in off the wing. So extra metres for the Cyclones. Isolated roll ball there. Half should have been in position a bit earlier. They'll look to tidy that up. Cyclones again. Passed in. No.
Unlucky.
Geez, tough call there for the Mets defender. I thought that ball was thrown into him, Nicholas. The referee on the spot calls 6 more, and the Cyclones get a good opportunity here. 7 metres out. Good defence from the Mets boys.
Yeah, the Mets will be looking to make touches either 8 or more out, or they'll get him back to the 2.
Good pressure, shut down, long ball. James Shute coming into no man's land there. Referees have said all clear. Thought it could have gone forward, but the referees disagree and they award the try.
Yeah, I was happy with that. I think it was okay.
Here we go. We'll look at it now. Number 13, that is Seamus Edwards. Gets the ball back. Long pump. Picks up the winger. Number 31, Joel Craperi, or Crappen. Is it? Have a look at my sheet here. Craperi. He opens the scoring, the Cyclones.
I think Traddy would have been looking for, I think it was Liam at link to maybe tread there a bit more and not make that touch for the second phase.
So now the Cyclones in front 1-0. Back in the middle with Edwards. Oh, not good enough there, mate. Talk me through how you saw that one playing out.
Yeah, I just thought that was Adam in the middle. He made that touch. He probably should have covered his zone more or got Josh to hit. So I just think there was no talk in between the middle and link there. a soft try when you're trying to play polished defence.
So we'll see here. It's Jared Townsend just beats him for speed. Shows a little dummy. The link player, Moffat, I think it was.
I don't think Adams told him to hit. Maybe he should have.
Yeah, I think he probably should have called the hit there. But Moffat, if your man inside you is not talking to you, it's a tough call to make on your own. Inside ball.
Yeah,
forward pass. So as you said, a simple error, but they're often the easiest ones to fix as well, as long as you learn from those mistakes.
Yeah, correct.
But the Cyclones, with that 2-0 lead, they're back on the attack. The wind in their sails now.
Well, you can see Mets have made about 3-4 errors already in that first 5 minutes of the game. And I think that's where Mets are normally strong with their 1%ers.
Is that the pressure of wanting to finish on top? Is that something that Traddy will get them and regain their composure?
Yes, correct. He will do that. Just get back in the grind. That'll be the message.
Lots and lots of experience in the coaching team there between Trad and Musa, as you said. Been around the sport for a very long time. The Mets roll up over the halfway line now. This is better from the Mets. Good attack, good defence too. Comes in, shuts that one down. Probably could have drawn a penalty there for interference in the ruck, but the referee not agreeing. That was a 50-50 call.
Yeah, it could have gone either way.
So
as long as they're consistent.
Exactly right, mate. That's all the teams can ask for. As we see the Cyclones taking it back into the Mets defence again. Forget about your hat, mate. Play the ball and just get into it. Down they go. This is better.
Better defence.
Christian Kongu, the number 3 for the Cyclones, will be important for his team.
Yeah, he played Aussie men's. He was in our Aussie men's squad and played Australian mixed side a few years back now. Yeah, very, very good player.
Here he is there around the ruck area. He was onside there, Kongu, just floating around the back of the ruck.
I think Nicholas Good's got to really take charge here and set up the play. No one better at it than him at the game.
Absolutely. Here he is, the man you talked about. Footing was lost in the defensive line. Good quick hands. Out to Mads on the wing. Got the ball away there, but a touch affected. Referee calls a late pass.
Great cover out the back there by number 14.
So we haven't seen Scotty Buckley in this game, mate. Is he injured at the moment?
Yeah, I think he got a little calf strain, what I got told. So hopefully he'll be right.
So the Good and Buckley combination, very important for the Mets over a long period of time, as it is in the Australian outfit as well.
And so previously New South Wales, yes.
That'll be an injury that you'll want to take care of, so I can understand why he's not playing in this match if they're nursing him through. And the Cyclones get a repeat set here, earning a penalty.
I think the Mets have to make a statement here, really get off that line hard, and I think Nicholas Good hopefully will lead that way here.
That's Seamus Edwards back out to Sean Francis. Also quite busy. Francis goes to the line. Good. Not on my watch, young fella. Sean Francis back into the line now.
An Australian winger, Sean Francis. I think they got him playing link. He was a utility play for our Aussie side too.
There's Edwards back outside this time.
That's better treating there by the link.
Aaron Townsend, one of the brothers. Aaron and Jared Townsend in the lineup for the Cyclones. Edwards, long ball out. Doesn't find the mark on that occasion. So the Mets will
and that's the secret to Mets' defence, making that touch 8 or more out. That'll be the instructions.
You made that call. They come up off the line, push hard up. Good. Better now. Okay, you see the defender up out of the line there. They need to get the ball out to exploit that. Get some metres. Nice work. On the loop around. There goes Moffat. Cuts out a player. And loses possession.
NQ has been really good. They've actually stopped the Mets getting to inside that 5-metre line every time so far. So that's really good aggressive defence.
Kind of playing a Mets defence against a Mets attack.
Correct, yes.
So now the Cyclones, ball back inside, metres gain now, driving up that middle third of the field. Very important aspect here. Good direct settles. Acting half, into position early. Townsend gets the ball away.
6 to go.
They're going to call 6 more there.
I think it was a bit of an accident, but I suppose if it comes off the hand, it could go 50-50.
Yeah, it could have gone either way, you're right. And the referee deems it's going to go the way of the Cyclones. Into the middle. Jared Townsend with the ball in hand now. Just holding up the defence so you can see there. Here the Mets push up into that 8-9 metre space you talked about.
They just got to see it. Good touch.
Jared Townsend goes out to the line again. No touch made. You can see there, Christopher Barakat just couldn't cover the space quick enough. Jared Townsend gets the ball down quickly. That's his second of the game.
And again, with our Mets defence, that's really a no-no there. I think he should be covering that zone.
Yeah, he needed to cut down that space a hell of a lot earlier than he did.
Yeah. JT will find a weakness in you. He's a very good player.
Yeah, second try of the game. They're out to a 3-0 lead. The Mets probably hadn't seen this one coming because as Costello takes it into the line. Setting up here now.
Forward pass.
Forward pass from the ruck as we see Kane go for the dive over another one of those Central Coast players down in the Mets region.
Good to have them.
That's what it's all about. The best of the business need to play this game no matter where it is. And the depth of talent on the Central Coast at the moment need to find a home for the best in the game. Luke Kane certainly showed that he is one of those as the Cyclones go through. Sean Francis there could have been on the receiving end of another try, but the referees call it back. We'll see it here. That's the other Townsend.
I think Shawnee Francis is getting married on the State of Origin weekend. He's going to have to miss it.
How does that happen? He's going to have to miss what? One
the
game
Origin.
or?
Oh, unless he puts off his wedding.
Or miss his wedding. He might get to the wedding and miss the reception.
We were cheering when we had his wedding. We were happy.
Here we go, the Mets. First opportunity over the line.
I think ball down there.
I think the ball could have got...
Yeah, ball down. Good try.
Yeah, I think the sideline referee got involved in the decision there, and they got it right. Let's have a look at the replay. Moffat.
Great work, Josh Moffat.
Yeah, dancing feet of Josh Moffat. Holds it up nicely there now. You see Matalizzo coming off the wing, goes in hard. The touch was before he had the ball in hand, so a good call from the referee.
It's good work by Adam there to shake off the defender and find the space.
Yeah, and I think Masachi coming in the way he did contributed to that too, just held up the defence.
Correct. That would be a set play we do there if we get in goal.
So now we go. Townsend back out to the right-hand side. Better defence this time from the Mets. They're up off the line. Forced the penalty.
So 3-1.
The Mets back on the attack. Okay, so Mets lose control there. And now the Cyclones bring us back onto the attack from within their own territory. They're up to their sub-box, so the fresh legs will come sweeping onto the field there. They push through the middle, take the space given to them by the Mets. Barakat up out of the line there. That's nicely done in defence for the Mets. They don't want to roll back here. Play around the middle. This is the last touch coming. Mets up, the flick on pass out to the winger. Referees give the all clear.
Yeah, the winger Tim there was just a bit slow coming in. Should have been in better position there.
Jake Carter is the recipient of that tip-on play. Let's have a look here in replay. Out from half, turns the ball back. Nice flick on pass. I think that might have been Seamus Edwards that got that one away. And Jake Carter takes his team out now to a 4-1 lead. 3-try deficit here against the Mets as they go on the attack. You can hear some of the people up here in the grandstand giving us their opinions of what should be happening out there. Easy to say from the stands. Nice ball back inside. Masachi into Moffat.
And that started with Luke Kane giving a good passive ball there to Josh Moffat to set up that try.
Yeah, nice pass at depth. We'll see it here again. Kane in the middle, on the hop, gets the ball outside. That's great release there from Moffat. And Moffat holds the line inside. Beautifully done. Tucks back into position to take the inside ball. Masachi always composed.
Always. That's why he's close to being the number one winger in the game.
Yeah, love watching Mads play and gets the job done on that occasion there. Moffat on the inside, gets them back within 2. Here we go, Townsend. Doesn't get the mark on that occasion. We can see here, there's no rush in this Mets outfit.
They'll be just trying to grind away and working towards that next try. That'll be the message, is just get back in the rhythm. Off the mark. Yeah.
Off the mark. Sometimes, but mate, as a coach, you see the guys out there. Is there a fine line between being too relaxed and not enough urgency?
Well, it could be, and maybe that's what happened here. Maybe they were just maybe thinking of the next assignment and instead of focusing on this assignment. Yeah. And the NQ boys have come out really well, and they've got some great players in that team.
Absolutely. No question whatsoever. As you said, plenty of experience in this team. They might have played in Aussie sides a few years ago. Yeah, but you can't buy experience.
And you got Big Nick on the sideline, their coach. Really good coach.
Yeah. Great insight here from our man Paul Sphere in the box. Another intercept taken, but the referees will pull that back.
I think you got the link there for going up early, being offside, Justin Costello.
So a penalty against the Mets. They might have been just telling them to push forward, mate. They weren't going forward hard enough in 1 or 2 positions. This rule here where they've got repeat infringements now, telling the defenders to go forward. If they don't go forward enough,
that's a good strike.
There'll be a couple of penalties, and then the third penalty for the same infringement will have a forced 6-on-5 situation. So there we go. That one going down. They need to push hard here. They've done well.
Great recovery.
The man up and off the line that you talked about, not just moving laterally, pulling back. They need to get up off that line to make that touch. And they finalise that set. So that's a good recovery there for the Mets players. Now they need to make the most of this opportunity. Costello takes it forward. I like his work, Costello. He punches it up into the line. As does Moffat there. Turns it back inside Kane. Moffat into half. Nice held up for Kane. Kane gets a flick on. Beautiful pass from Moffat. That is exceptional. That'll bring the crowds back. Beautiful play, mate. Let me know how you saw that one for Shooty.
Well, that was just great work there by Moffat. But it was, I think it was here, they end up doing the colours with this pass and just wrapping around. A nice little flick here. Paddy Coelho. Is it? No.
No, it's Moff, isn't it? Number 6, yeah, Josh Moffat.
Yeah, that was great work.
And then it was Kane, I believe.
Kane was the one, sorry.
Yeah, Kane gave that tip on, colours pass as you called it. Beautiful play.
And all it means is the defence must be a split second coming in too late not to stop that.
And bodies in motion, mate. Bodies in space, quick hands, exceptional skills from Luke Kane.
Running
Moffat,
a great line.
Yeah, beautiful work by the Mets. That's what they're known for. No touch call, but play on. Ooh, what's... Wow.
Okay.
You heard the groan from the crowd.
Yeah, I'm surprised with that.
But the Mets live to fight another day there, off the hook.
They might get penalised there. They're holding on that line.
Again, good goes for the no-touch call.
Okay, I think they're holding the line. The next one might be the forced sub.
I'm not sure what that is there from the referee. You see Nicholas Good 2 times is called no touch. The ball was within the 7 metres.
Yeah, I think it's actually good. Nicholas actually is tall as him. First time he's looking eye to eye.
Short jokes from Paul Sphere here in the box. That'll get back.
Oh, I love Nicholas.
Just some confusion about that no-touch call within the 7-metre space.
Yeah, good defence.
Knocked down, no. Play on. So the ball away there. They live again, the Mets. Another opportunity off their own line. Good. Takes it forward, but from half. Oh. That pass didn't need to be given then.
Not less than a minute play. 4-6 here.
It wasn't on Costello. The pass should never have been thrown. This is a very important set here, mate. As you said, under a minute remaining. 30 seconds left on the clock. Townsend in the middle. Seamus Edwards there at half. That's Townsend. 2 tries already to his name. Nice ball for Townsend. Gets it out wide this time. Goes to ground. So that'll close this out for the set. I don't think there's enough time left for the Mets to go coast to coast here. So we'll probably see a 4-3 halftime scoreline.
Yeah, after being down 3-0, I think they've just grinded away, and they'll be looking forward to fixing up a few errors defensively and rucking in this second half.
As we see a little bit of confusion there, they're not going to be too worried about it. The siren about to go in the background, and there it is. That'll see the half-time. Ball still alive here. Kane gets in behind, tapped on. And that'll see the end of the half. As you said there, mate, they were behind by 3. 4-3 now, the halftime score. What is Coach Trad going to be saying to his men in the box?
I think two things. Defensively, cover your zones a lot better, which I think they've let in. His eyes will be soft tries. And the second, just a mistake rate in their own half. There's been way too many. So
a little bit of insight here, mate, into the Mets sub-box. Who does all the talking here? Does Tony talk for the whole half? Does Nick Good take some control in the box as well? And what contribution does Mickey Moosa make?
Well, what we do here, I've been part of this in the past, is we let the captain and the players talk for a minute or so, just to get all that crap talk, or use another word. And Mick will just talk to, and I'm guessing it'll be just about defence or attack. He'll give him a couple of points, and then Trady will come back in, and then he'll just take over for the next 2 minutes. And so instead of having too many people talk, the coaches talk, the players get their crap talk out, and then Tony will come in and set a few things.
And Tony will come in and just set a few things, like you say, just make sure that he refocuses his team and keeps the composure there. There's nothing about Tony that rushes or gets argumentative. He just talks simple stuff and gets a bloke reimposed. What about the other sub-box, mate? What is the Cobras' message, do you think, if you're in that position where they're up by 3, they still lead, but only 1 try in it against what is a formidable opposition?
Well, mate, look, I'd be thinking if I was them, even though they're up by 3, to go in at halftime 4-3, I think that's a bonus. A lot of people would have thought Mets would be winning, so they can take a lot out of that. And they just got to keep their attacking game up and be aggressive in defence. I think they've allowed the Mets to come back just by rolling. It's so hard these days. You just got to be focused for 40 minutes and just stay up in that defence.
Well, great insight there from one of the best in the business, Paul Sphere. He's kept Tony Trad in the game for as long as he has. The assistant coach, the wind beneath Tony Trad's wings. It's great to have Paul Sphere with me in commentary. Second half will be coming your way in about 2 minutes' time.
Hey Touch family, I just wanted to let you into a little secret to our recovery and performance, my adjuster mattress. Let's come inside and find out a bit more.
We're really excited at basically getting ourselves out there and actually being able to sit there and give people the opportunity to understand basically the benefits of sleep as well. Something which people don't think is actually that important, but sleep is just so important.
I recommend an adjuster mattress because I've experienced firsthand how good this is for my body. Anybody that knows me knows that I dislike stretching and warming down after games. And because of that, I wake up feeling 10 years older. It gives me the support my body needs. One click of the zero gravity button has me waking up feeling fresh.
I've had a sore hip and a really bad Achilles for months now, and since having the adjuster mattress, they literally have disappeared. Obviously I still play at a higher level and I like training every single day, so I love how a product like this can allow me to train and play pain-free.
I love the fact that I never want to get out of it. That's probably the best bit about it. The massage feature it has in it, you wake up, your legs are a bit sore, you just throw the massage feature on and gets all the little bumps and bruises out, and it's especially helpful after training just because you're so sore and the next day you have to back up. So when you turn that massage feature on and your legs get out of bed and you feel really good to go. The first few days I got it, I didn't want to leave it.
So the big thing for us is trying to educate people on the importance of sleep as well, and recovery. Obviously footy takes a lot out of them. It gives them it gives them time as well to recover, get into the 5 stages of sleep. Most importantly, that stage 3. Get their body a chance to actually heal from the inside to the outside.
Here we are back, ready to get underway for the second half. Cyclone. 4, the Mets 3. Mets with the first opportunity.
Yeah, no, hopefully they'll have a set play here coming up. Nicholas got involved for sure. And here we go. Oh, wing was open there, so 6 to go. A good knockdown there by
James Sharp.
Sharpie, a West boy.
On debut here, I believe, for the Cyclones.
Good winger, very good winger. Oh, ball down. I think.
Yeah, they've called that one down to Moffat.
Having a big game, Josh. Having an absolute blinder. I think he's been involved in just about every try.
In attack and defence, Moffat, big contributor for the Mets team.
This is what NQ didn't want. They wanted a good 6 to start off.
Yeah, you can see that 3 bodies around the area. Moffat through the centre of them to get the ball down over the ground, over the line, sorry.
But again, it's 4-4, so I'm sure Nick there, their coach, will be, hopefully, for their sake, taking a lot of positives that they're still in this game, way in it.
Nice ball. Edwards gets that one away. But plucked out of the air by the big reaching arms of Justin Costello.
In my opinion, best defensive link in the game.
He's a big body, mate. They close that space down, Justin. So this is better from the Mets now, much more direct. Nice ball out the back from Kane once again. Masachi on the inside, flick pass. This will be the end of the set here. Kane in the middle, off the left foot. Goes through a little bit of a hole there. Nice short ball back inside.
Nice ball.
He could have gone himself there. He's actually in behind the defensive line when he gave that pass. Let's have a look at it here again. There he is on the out ball, left foot step. See the space he's in there.
Yeah.
Beautiful pass back on the inside, split second in it.
And they just, it was the last touch, and that's where NQ just have to move up. They just held that line, too much space, and they allowed Mets to get in behind him.
Christopher Barakat punched up through the middle, found the hole, and allowed Joel just to get that ball away the way he did. So well done to Christopher Barakat. Puts his team ahead for the first time in the match after being down 3-0. Big turnaround here in the second half for the Mets. Costello, he needed to take that one.
James Blackwood's the other link here, too, and much relies on their defence as 2 of the better defensive links in the game. They'll get up as high as they can and hold.
The smiling assassin, Justin Costello, you saw the look on his face there. He wanted to take it. Got caught short a little bit there, beaten on the inside.
Justin tried to tread there, but it was a good touch to force the second face play by the NQ player.
So have a look at it here again in replay. You can see Costello in. Went for a bit of a dummy touch. Yeah. Probably should have made the first one. I think that was his mistake. By making that turnaround play, his body was out of position to recover.
Yeah. Either make the first one or just don't make it at all.
Yep, good call. So back underway now. The Mets on the attack. We're tied up at 5-5. I didn't see who it was that went over and scored that one. My apologies.
I think ball down again. Oh no, last touch.
5-5 good with the ball in hand. Flicks the ball back inside. Goes to ground. The Cyclones hold out. That's better. They need to get the ball up the field now. A little bit slow. Let's see what they can do here on the third touch. Over to their sub-box, so the fresh legs will come on in numbers now. Needs to straighten up here. That's better. Direct play. Edwards takes the ball into the line. Kongu there. Gets the ball on the flick. Kongu diving pass out to the winger. Oh, in the corner. That's a great skill set. Touch made.
Great touch.
Who was it in cover, Tony?
Adam. I think Adam.
Adam Bomhelm?
Boomerhelm.
Nice pass from Kongu. Let's have a look who that is. Bradley Pardon.
Yeah, Adam. Great
wow,
touch.
got it on the back trailing leg. And a penalty here. An attacking penalty, mate. That's a coach killer.
Yes, it is. And that's what we talk about as coaches, that second effort there by Adam to save that try.
He covered meters to get there. And there was nothing in it too. I think He got him so far back on the leg that the referee could have gone either way. Seamus Edwards with the dive over Moffat.
He caught Moffat by surprise there. I think he was expecting the ball to go the other way, and he got him by surprise.
He did, and a nice call from Moffat there. You can see him wave it away. Yeah. Good call from Moffat. See him here now, beaten on the short side. He looked up and said, I have to go. Didn't get there in time. You can see it. You might catch it just in the background. No, we pulled away.
Well, after being 4-1 up, 5-4 down, they've come back and hit the lead again. That's a great work by him against one of the favourites in the competition.
So a nice try there for the Cyclones. They lead 6-5 again, out to the lead. Long ball picked up. Ball touch made.
Great second effort again. Oh, number 9 there.
That's Samuel Twinam, or Twinami.
I'll let you pronounce the name.
Yeah, apologies for that one to Samuel's family. I do try to get them right.
And he's Josh coming on there. He's had that hot hand this game, so I'm sure Tony Trad would have sent some message for him to do.
So we're back there now. There's the man you talk about, Josh Moffat, back into the attack now on the line. Slowing it down nicely, getting the composure back. Dummy and a beautiful ball. That the little unders line. Talk me through that one, mate. What do you call that play?
Well, we call that the mirror. I mean, yeah, our wingers, that's when we just try and fake them going. They would have expected Josh to go, they would have expected Blackwood to go right there, and he just come back. It's just a set play, hoping the winger, in this case, just having his eyes off the player and ball watching, and it's a set play there. Tony Trad would have called that from the try line. Tim.
There was Tim Meyer Soteropoulos there.
I'm not going to pronounce that. Played rugby league with his dad many moons ago, but I will not attempt to pronounce that.
Tim Meyer Soteropoulos. I'm going to go with that one. The Cyclones now on the attack. However you pronounce his name, that was an outstanding effort. Beautiful unders line. That angle you talked about, he hit the hole perfectly. Tim gets us back, equalised 6-all.
And Tim is a great character of this Mets team. He will not let us forget that for many, many years. That is on his highlight reel.
On the highlight reel, and it will get longer and longer and longer as the years go by.
Tonight's dinner is going to be all about Tim and that try.
Love it. As we see Goody take us forward now for the Mets. They roll on. There he is again. Handles twice. Masachi gets that one ball down. There's Kane. Masachi goes into half. Comes off the wing. Barakat gets it down now. Kane's late switch again.
Good defence.
Barakat looking for 6 more. Doesn't get the call on that occasion. 8 minutes gone here in the second half. Cyclones keeping the ball alive, punching away over to their box. They'll load up now. They need to get better alignment here. Too static. Now they drive into the line.
Good defence.
Seamus Edwards picks up at half. Back inside. Thrown into him there. They don't get the 6 more play.
Could have gone either way there, I thought.
It was one of those 50-50s. I think that one goes the Mets' way. The previous one went the Cyclones' way. So as you said, consistency. The Mets keep the roll up. There's Kane, a good drive. Tucks it under the wing. Masachi into half again. I love the way Mads comes in off the wing to take that half roll on. Good shutdown defence there from number 31, Joel Craperi. Back inside. The late switch or the deep switch is working here for the Mets if they can just get a handle on it. This is the middle part of the field. The boys need to control here. The Cyclones.
Yeah, the Mets are getting up, and that's what they want. That's what they need to do.
Cyclones need to overcome that defensive press. Forward they look to go wide. Yes, forward pass. You saw the referee. No. The referee was indicating, the sideline referee had indicated well in advance of that.
Again, that was great defence. The last touch was made 10 metres into the half, and that's where you want to be, winning that middle third.
And now the Mets roll on back again. Masachi into half, as he does. Good roll on there. This time, good penetration. Costello takes it deep into the defensive line of the Cyclones. Last touch. Long ball back out to Masachi on the wing. Big dive.
Great put down.
That is almost like a Ferguson dive into the corner. Have a look at it again in replay. Nothing doing. Last touch, big bomb pass out to the left. There's Masachi in the air. Completely airborne. Gets it down. The despairing dive of James Sharp in the corner.
Good ball by Tom Leaney there.
Tom Leaney,
you're
right.
Young fella from Penrith. I think only 17 or 18 years of age. Good young kid.
Yeah, he's been identified out at Penrith for a few years now. Certainly making a name for himself, Leaney.
Yeah, and his mate, what's his name? Robinson.
Liam.
Yeah,
Liam Robinson, yep.
Really good young kids coming through the ranks.
And great to see them get an opportunity to play with some of their, older teammates in Scott Buckley and Nicholas Good, learning the ropes at a club level, stepping up here into the Mets and being coached by one of the best in the business. They'd be disappointed not to have you in the ranks as well, I'm sure. Sfeezy?
No, you got Traddy, that's good enough. Oh, good ball.
He hasn't forgotten everything you've taught him, is that what you're saying? As we see the Mets go.
Oh, great ball.
Yeah.
By Kane there, Lou Kane.
That's our mate again, isn't it? Tim Meyer Soteropoulos, is it?
Yes, it is. Oh,
I think he's on the end of it.
That's another one.
So tonight's dinner just got even more impressive for Tim. Look at that. Beautiful put down.
It's going to be all the Tim show tonight.
I think I want to come out for dinner with the boys just so I can hear these stories.
I think I'm going to give it a miss.
As we see the Cyclones back on the attack.
It's good defence here. They would want to stop this 6 here to make that try count.
Well, they've shown they can, the Cyclones. I'm tipping them here to come back into the match again, especially with Townsend being busy around the ruck. He's got outside his man there, but good cover defence. Costello. He's a bit cheeky, Justin.
Imposing figure there. Big body.
So Soteropoulos comes in. Justin didn't want to play that one. Come in, Tim, and do my dirty work for me.
I'll rock it up here.
Yes, nice drive over to the box too. Fresh legs coming on. What sort of play are you looking for here? There's Moffat taking it forward.
They'll just want to finish up the 6 here. More importantly.
6 more.
Oh, he knows it. It'll need to go for that.
But great play between Moffat and Good there. Both of them, they were dishing off and then realigning quickly, so they had options left and right, and that's what drew those defenders up into that space.
Again, Nicholas will be setting something up here for Josh.
2 penalties in a row here, so we'll look for the third one. If they give another one away here, it'll be that forced overlap situation. Good. Just taking his time. He knows what the scoreboard is and the clock.
Here.
Long ball.
I think Nick should have ran.
Yeah, he should have gone himself. That was
normally
just...
he does that. Normally that's his pet play.
We'll put it down to fatigue.
Nah, wouldn't.
Give him an excuse. Off the deck this time.
Try.
Moffat.
What a game.
He has been outstanding in this game, Sfeezy. Outstanding. Here we see it. Little dish off.
And this is where Nicholas Good is good. He's just feeding the hot hand. Very smart. Worked off the ball. Gave him the space that he needed to score there.
That's his third try of the match, mate. Indicator of just how good he's been in attack. But he's also done some exceptional work in defence as well. The Cyclones now, the game just slipping away a little bit. They're out by 3, the Mets now.
They really need that next try.
Kongu, no, it's Edwards, my apologies.
We'll give a penalty.
They get the penalty, yep. Fair call too. Playing the advantage there. Nothing came the way of the Cyclones, so they'll get a penalty.
They really want to shut them down here if they can, Mets.
Into the line, Edwards.
Justin, great. Oh, second penalty.
Yeah, the middle.
TJ there.
Yep. I think the call was right.
I want to be careful here. Is that right? 3 penalties?
3 in a row, yeah. This is it now. So you can tell him you can see he's indicating to Justin to go forward. Justin was saying, I am, sir.
Oh, great.
Touch was made. Close calls there for the Mets. They need to move forward here. Can't give another penalty away.
That's better.
Yeah, up off the line. That's that space you talked about. Cyclone boys just seem to be a little bit confused about what's happening there.
Yeah, that's good.
Lost the ball.
And that's where they made that touch 10 metres out, and that's where you want to be.
That's that pressure too, mate. If you're up cutting down their space, takes away their options. there was a lot of confusion in that attacking lineup then for the Cyclones, and I think that was just simply the pressure of the Mets coming up and getting in their faces.
And you can see the Mets have really fixed up. I can't recall them making a mistake this half, and that's been the difference.
So do you think they're listening to the commentary, mate? Is what you're telling me
Well,
there?
mate, I'm just texting Tony.
Here we go. The Mets on the attack. Kane gets that one away. The big finish. James shoot. Don't think he needed to do the acrobatics, but
he doesn't want to be left out.
Having a look at the facial hair, I don't think he minds a bit of attention, Shooty.
Yeah, that moustache, we're trying to get rid of it. Great. Well, again, Josh Moffat there and Luke Kane.
Kane holds that up perfectly. Could have given the early ball. Didn't need to. Held it up. Timed his run. Drew in that final defender. Got the ball away sweetly. And Shoot finishes off in the corner.
I think Josh Moffat and Luke Kane have had a hand in every try. They've been outstanding.
You've got that call right, mate. Certainly been some impressive demos here from the Mets players. As we said, we can't forget they were down early. The Cyclones really took it to the Mets and have been outstanding on their own merits. Some of their leading players have really stepped up in Townsend, Edwards, Kongu.
And it come from the coaching box too. They haven't panicked and they've just told them to get back in the grind, get the 1%ers right, and you can see they're up by 4. I think they're up by 4 now. Pretty sure the score is 10-6.
Yeah, I'm with you on the 10-6 scoreline. Unfortunately, the man on the scoreboard has quite a few jobs to do in his box. May have missed one. But to our viewers at home, the score is 10 tries to 6.
And right here, I know what the Mets will be like. They just want to show pride in their fans and just do not allow a try. That'll be what the focus will be on now.
3.5 minutes remaining here. The Cyclones on the attack. Townsend just loses the handle on that one. Trying to transfer it into a try-scoring position. Couldn't get there. So they'll regroup now. Edwards goes back out. Again, look for the dive under.
I think Justin's lucky there. I didn't think he hit the line there. Got away with it.
Yeah, Clay Smith. That one was trying to get the ball over the line. Just lost his footing at the last minute.
Oh, we're in trouble. Sean Francis is the ball player. Get back to the wing, Shawnee.
Looked like he stumbled a little bit there. Was in behind the play through a forward pass. But
yes, getting married June the 20th, I think it is, Adam. Good luck.
Well, congratulations to the young man. Commiserations to the... no, congratulations
to her for sure.
To the fiancé as well.
Can have a chat.
Can chat. Sean Francis. The Mets roll on this time. Up the middle again. Good gets the ball down.
He's in the middle now, Shawnee.
Liam Robinson also working well there with him. In the middle with Nicholas Good. So the Cyclones bring us up to the halfway line here.
Mets will just want to finish off strong here. They would want to finish off strong. That's all they would want to complete the sixes and just not let it try in. That'll be their focus.
So they push on here into the line.
6 to go there.
Samuel Tunami there. Gets that one. Aaron Townsend around the ruck. There he's in the 24. He'll look to go. Gets a ball off the deck. Little ball back inside. That was Jack Vinnan.
Good defense.
Vinan. There's Aaron Townsend with the ball. Just looking to draw the Mets defenders up off the line. They won't mind that too much. Nicholas Good bouncing around. Comes up. Samuel Tunami. That's Jack Vinan.
Mets will press up here, hopefully. They should be pressing up. That's good work out.
Townsend again to Samuel Tunami. Big ball left to right. Can't find the space. Under a minute remaining here. The Mets will come off their line. 10-6 is the scoreline. Good punch through the middle there. Justin Costello rolls on. The Mets teammates stack it up now here. Acting half goes in. Short ball out to the left. Turns it back to the right.
Tom Leaney there.
Leaney. That's Jaden Ashby. Goes for the long ball. Hits the deck. 10 seconds remaining. That will be all she wrote here for this match. We might get one or two more touches for the Cyclones, but there'll be no trouble on the scoreboard. The penalty goes. The hooter sounds in the background. We'll play the penalty out. And the Cyclones will see this one out. And there's the final touch. Costello comes across. The handshakes for everyone involved. 10 tries to 6. The Mets, after being down by 3, come back. A big win in the end. 10 tries to 6. Talk us through, what do we expect here from the Mets boys for the rest of the tournament?
Oh, look, I think they fixed up a lot of the early problems they had in that first half, and they'll be just talking about, getting the 1%ers right, getting the defence right, getting their policies right, and just, playing percentage footy. And that's what has always brought success to the Mets style of footy.
And that victory sees them, as you said, I think they needed that victory to take number 1 position in their pool.
I think there's one more round.
Yeah, there'll be another round this afternoon, but that should tie up number 1 position. Who are they expecting to be the big opposition on the opposite side?
Well, you got Hunter, the Hornets. You got Scorps, and I think the Cobras. I think they're the 3. I think they're the big 3 there. And look, getting that top spot would be important. Maybe getting an easier quarterfinal, and that's what they'd be looking for.
So quarterfinals later this afternoon. That's a big win to the Mets. They come back against a strong outfit, the North Queensland Cyclones. We look forward to the rest of the matches this afternoon. Our next game here, the Victoria Storm take on the Southwest Queensland Swans in the mixed opens. There won't be any commentary for that match, but we'll bring you live pictures, and we'll be back in the following game, the 1:15 time slot with live commentary for the Sydney Rebels and Sydney Mets Women's Opens.